Hey guys, so it's the morning of the drift event. It's like 10:30 a.m. and yesterday I installed the fuel pressure regulator, and excuse my voice, I'm like really tired and I'm not a morning person, but yeah, I installed the fuel pressure regulator, and I drove home, and one time I wide open throttled it, and then I got into boost a bit right before my street, and next you know it was like misfiring, and the AFR gauge showed 10, which is like dumb rich, just non-stop. It just showed 10 even when I was off the throttle. So I smelled fuel and I thought I popped like one of the hoses off, and you know, I just shut it off and literally just rolled it down the block, and that's why it's in a parking spot this crooked, because I literally just kind of like pushed it into the spot. So basically I have no fucking idea what the hell's even happening, but you know, I thought I popped one of the lines off. Kind of wish I did, because that seems like the easier thing in all of this, but yeah, I didn't pop the line off, because this is the return. You can't turn any of this. That's the vacuum line. You can't turn that. Can't turn any of the in lines. You literally can't move around the lines, like they are so on there. And basically the fuel pressure, I know it's upside down, but when I prime it, it gets to 40, which is what it should be, and right after it just it leaks slowly, and then it drops down to 0 like really fast. So I have no idea what the fuck to even think it is. I don't know if it's like maybe the injectors are stuck open or something like that. I have no idea, but yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll lean the camera against the engine so you can see it prime. See, right now it's holding at 23, which is you know, that's actually kind of good. I'm glad to see this. I hope the injectors aren't stuck open. But you know, I'd rather see 20 psi than 0. I didn't diagnose it too much last night, only because my girlfriend is here. It's her sweet Mazda, and she's up here from Ocean City, Maryland. She lives like 3.5 hours away, and she came to, like, you know, watch me drift and support me and stuff. And we saw a movie last night, Baby Driver, good movie. You know, the one with the red Subaru. You know, Subaru can't do any of that stuff in real life though, but so, you know, I didn't want to like spoil my time with her by worrying about this car. So she's still inside sleeping, and I'm just out here trying to make my stupid car work. But you know what, because the fuel pressure, see, look, it's still at 20, which is good news. I really hope, you know, it's not fuel related, because I have no idea what the fuck it would even be, but I'm gonna give it a shot and try to start the car right now. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I don't really get it, but I'm not sure why. Because as you can see, the fuel pressure is like up there. It's at 38 now. That's a lot higher, and nothing. And you know, when I say this, normally these cars, like, they just turn on and they're good. Like, you don't need, like, well, at least not these cars, but my car. I don't know if I could have popped off a vacuum hose. By the looks of it, the vacuum hoses are on. That one's on, that one's on. Everything seems on as it's supposed to be. I don't think I popped anything off, because I mean, that could explain the engine running insanely rich. Is what happens when you have like a giant vacuum leak. But I don't know, by the looks of it, all the hoses are on. I'm gonna try to give it another shot at starting it, but this time inside of the car, so I can maybe give it gas and hopefully it like fires up or something. Nothing. I'm gonna try to see if it's sparked, because I know the spark plugs, they have been they're very black, because like I said, this car does run very rich, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're fouled. So I don't think I have the tools with me. I'm gonna have to pop over to Dan's house and grab some tools to take out all the coil packs and spark plugs. Thankfully my girlfriend let me use her little Mazda to go to Dan's to grab the tools. So I took the spark plugs out, and the tips of the first cylinder and the third cylinder, they had a bit of fuel on it. So I feel like possibly the injectors could be stuck open, or it's just dumping fuel for whatever reason. But I unplugged every single injector just to crank it dry, just to get the fuel off the spark plugs and ignite if there's any flooding or anything of the fuel in the cylinders. And then I'll replug them and try to restart it again. Not sure how much it's actually gonna work, but we'll try. Wish I got this on film, but I unplugged all the injectors and I just started it, cranked it a bit, and I actually got the car to fire and idle at like 900 RPMs for like 4 or 5 seconds, which is crazy because it's not even getting fuel. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe injector could be stuck open, which I hope not, or hopefully there was just that much fuel flooded in the cylinders that it gave it enough to run for a bit. I'm not sure which one it is, but crap. I'm gonna try to do this again. Look at that, the fucking car's working. The car literally just fired without fucking... The injectors aren't plugged. I hope you guys realize that. Let me try it again. Oop. Alright, see right there, now that seems like I actually got all the fuel out. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug all the injectors back in now. Hopefully, I'm praying that, I don't know why the fuck it got flooded in the first place, so that's another concern. But I am gonna plug this shit back in and hopefully, I don't know, maybe it runs fucking fine, maybe it doesn't, maybe I just killed myself. We'll see. There we go. It's idling fine, it seems. I gotta wait for the air fuel ratios. Alright, that's what they're at, which is good. But you see, look how rich it's climbing. Yeah. Sometimes it is sometimes this rich at cold starts because it doesn't have an idle air control valve, which means normal cars, when you turn them on and it revs up, it has a kind of a different almost map when it runs cold than when it runs warm. This has the same map, so it's very, very, very rich on cold starts, and then once it warms up for 5 minutes, you can either turn it off and turn it back on, and then it'll run fine, and it'll be at like 16 air fuel ratio. But so far it seems fine. The vacuum is very low, which makes me wonder what the fuck is going on with that. I don't know why the last clip didn't record, but yeah, shitty iPhone. But I turned it off and restarted it, and it's idling now at high 15 to low 17-ish, which is what it is normally at idle. You can see how much it's shaking. That's usually what it does when it has a little misfire. Alright, I'm gonna try to give it a test drive now. Hopefully that works out okay. She starts right up. Okay, which way do we go? I'll go left. Oh, never mind, there's a car coming. Luckily we have a fire extinguisher in case of anything. Don't go get it! Looking dip. See, when you're just trying to like cruise nicely, you can kind of hear like the misfires in a way, but so far the ratio is good. You guys probably can't see that because it's the LEDs reacting to the camera, but when the thing originally happened where it got way too much fuel or whatever, flooded itself,
all I basically did was spooled it to like 3 psi and let off the throttle, so I'm gonna try to recreate that. See, it is very, very rich once you let off the throttle, but a lot of cars do that. That's why they tend to backfire when you let off the throttle. My old Subaru was like that because of the blow-off valve, because this car does have a blow-off valve as well. But I don't know, so far so good. I don't know, I'm just hoping that was like some fucking weird ass one-of-a-kind type thing that happened to me, but you know, I can't really be too safe with this car. But at least if it does flood, I'll know just to unplug the injectors and keep cranking it to get all the fuel out. But I just don't want to break down on a road with no shoulder. Hey guys, first update from the track. I suck. This is so different from street drifting, but at least the backtrack was horrible, worst thing ever. And then the front track doing a bit better. I hope some of my friends got a couple more clips, but this car just has a bad drivetrain. Like, it's bad for this. I'm clutch kicking the shit and holding the pedal to the ground and nothing. But you know, I'm doing a bit better. I totally forgot about the GoPro, but I have it set up now. I have an hour left until Tempe Garden, so hopefully I can get like 3 or 4 runs in and get some decent clips. So yeah. Thing literally would not break whatsoever. It wouldn't what? It wouldn't break at all. Yeah, like you went 1 mile per hour. What? Yeah, I know. I guess I'll tackle that first one in first gear. It'll be easier. No. Because that was all second gear. You gotta floor it. I am. You think? No, you're not. Because that was the slowest run. I thought you were just scoping out the track. Well, I mean, dude, I fucking missed that last corner. I was like, is this it? I was like, it can't be the hit. I saw you trying to break it loose over here, and I was like, you're not going fast enough to do that. You gotta, like, gas. we're done here for today. Drove the shit out of the car. Didn't do well, but whatever. Had fun. At first I did the backtrack and I fell off into a giant pin, and I was so surprised the fucking side skirt didn't even break or crack or anything. Cracked back here. This fucking bitch. But whatever, I don't really even care. I'm just gonna leave this car covered in mud for tuner evo or something, which is next weekend. But yeah, I had a great time. Happy the car survived constantly getting wide open throttled first to second and clutch kicked and whatever. Didn't even overheat, it was actually overcooling because the fan's actually good, although there's literally one fan on it. But yeah, it's Ratchet Friday too at E-Town, so we're gonna go to Wawa and see all the racers. So yeah, my girlfriend's cleaning up right now, cleaning all my mess, and we have to load all this stuff back.
Hey guys, so final kind of briefing on the drift event. I sucked. Partially my fault because I never actually put the spares on. I was too lazy. I just used the wheels I had, which are 11.5 wide, and they have 265 tires on them, which are Maxxis drift tires that Ryan Turk used to use on his drift car, and those are Formula D tires meant for 800 wheel horsepower cars. Like, they're very fucking grippy and they're very hard to break loose. You could see in the video the amount of times I was clutch kicking, and when I say, you know, people didn't think I was flooring the car, like, I mean, like, I was flooring the shit out of it and it would not do anything. Like, it was just bogging out because the tires are that grippy. Sometimes I was able to get it loose in some of those clips, but it was really hard. But that was the main thing working against me. The power steering was a bit hard, you know, not having no power steering. But honestly, basically like in a regular car, when you steer and you let go and it auto kind of counter steers and you just have to catch it. Without power steering, it doesn't do that. So when I steer, you'll see in the video that when I start to go into a corner, I physically am turning the wheel to counter steer by myself and then straightening it out and everything. That's the only real thing. I got pretty used to it. It wasn't too bad. The guys at Club Loose, they gave me a whole sheet and gave me a whole rundown on my car and the millions of things I have to fix with the front suspension. Obviously, the rear tires are very bad in the grippiness sense. You know, it could have been fixed by just throwing on my spares, but no, I was too lazy. And that's really it. I mean, I had a great time. Hopefully, I'll be able to take my car there again to the drift event and be able to drift and whatnot. It was a pretty good time, honestly. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry I didn't get that many clips, honestly. Dan's phone was kind of acting up, and all of his clips don't really even have sound either. And the GoPro, I only got like 2 real tracker runs on it because it was very confusing because I would press the button and sometimes it would just take a picture and I thought it was recording. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. You know, I'll definitely do more videos. A video coming up is trying to fix my bumper because I have been piecing it back together already, and it's basically already together, but you know, I have all the separate clips for that. But yeah, thanks guys.